welcome back to not a Victor 2 Challenger series video, but instead a kind of a insight video on why you should really be trying to grind or fit as many games as you should or you can in a day. Um, if you can do it and you're winning, that's fine, right? But if you're losing and you don't know what's the cause of it, let me paint you a picture. So you can see right here, right? These are kind of good games for me, like up until here, like up until okay. Like everything is going okay. It's not too bad. It's very decent. Um, and I think like these are my first promo games for Masters around here. Like this is the first game here, right? So this is win. This is a win. No. This should be my first one. This should be my first one. This is a win. I lost, win, lost. So it's 2-2, and then I lost the final game here, right? Whatever, right? So I tilt the next game. That happens. Yes, it is. It does happen. Going 9. It happens, right? Move on. And then we win. And then, like, mind you, like, I was playing about, like, 12, I think 15, maybe even 16 games in a row on that day. Just because I really wanted to get that Masters videos up by getting into Masters. Right, here's the thing, right? Like, I would play all the way, and then suddenly you will notice that I'm losing a bit more. Like, I'm even playing, like, very inconsistently. Look at these. Look at these scores. Just really, really bad scores. Right? Like, I have a 4-game win-loss streak into a lucky game that I won. Because I think, yeah, my whole team just carried me. Right? I didn't even do that much, even though I got second OP score. But I didn't really do that much. So, like, you could even think of this as a loss. I think that's fine. Right? So realistically, about a 7-game loss streak, and then I keep losing, and then I slightly do better, but again, like these are still like games like that's getting chain play. But you can see I'm losing about like maybe like 60%, 70% of the games. So at this point, try to paint a picture of where my mental is. Right? I try to practice good mental. But I think this happens to everyone. But like for me, I think like when I tilt really hard, and I notice it really fast. But there are days where I just can't stop it, and these are like one of those days. Where I would just like you would play, right? You would play, but then you're just not learning. Like what I felt was that I wasn't learning anything, and eventually I start to realize, oh, it just felt really pointless. But I think like where I stopped, I can't even remember where I stopped. I think I stopped somewhere around here, right? And I started like playing like slowly. I started like getting back into routine where I just play like maximum like 5, maybe 6 games a day, and I would just call it there instead of trying to get back where I was, right? Because that's what tilt is, right? You're trying to get back what you lost when in reality you never really got in the first place. And you can see, like, after I started doing that, I started winning again. Like, very consistently. This is the game, you will see, like, when I post the Masters video, you see, like, what happened in this game. But this is the game where, like, even a 2-10 game, right? Like, I didn't do shit this game, right? But even as, like, this game, I think I built my items well. I think I provided usefulness in the fights. I did my part. And then we won the game. And I have really good mental. I wasn't flaming anyone. I wasn't typing. Oh, right. Typing. I know I've said, like, you shouldn't type. But I can definitely tell you I'm guilty of, like, typing in, like, half of these games. Maybe even more of these games. So, again, the point is that I'm trying to bring to you guys is, like, I get it. Sometimes you might feel that, oh, you want to fit as many games as you can. And you want to just climb as much as possible. But realistically, I think personally, that League is a very mental heavy game. You could say like, oh, mechanics is a thing, right? Like you can say meta is a thing. But I think if your mental is it's not in the right place, I think, myself included, it's really hard for you to have like quality games. Right, because imagine if you are like me, you have a 7-game loss streak, even though you're playing okay, right? You're playing well. The game tells you that you're playing well, or data sites are telling you you're playing okay, right? And then you lose, and then you lose the next one, and you lose the next one. If for some reason, the next game, it's actually a good game, right? You'll be okay. But if it's another bad game, it's only going to get even worse because your mental is already really broken. Okay? So again, like just to summarize, I hope this doesn't happen to anyone, and I hope I don't do it again in the future, but just to summarize, try to play fewer games in a day. Unless unless you're like some big streamer or you're winning all the games. If not, if you have really good mental and you're not affected by this, then maybe this is pointless for you. But if you're losing games but you're playing a lot, right? The easy solution is stop, take a step back, right? Look at your games. One thing I noticed is that once I stopped and took a step back, I tried going through VOD reviews and I noticed so much more my own mistakes instead of, because it's so easy to flame other people, you know? It's so easy to be like, oh, you did this wrong. Oh, you did that wrong. You know, I'm perfect. Trust me on this one. You're not perfect. I'm not perfect. No one is. All right. Not even the top teams are. Everyone makes mistakes. All right. The only thing we can do is to focus on ourselves and play better. Right. So I know I said this like multiple times, but this is seriously it. Summary, right? Don't play when you're tilted. Take a step back, right? Relax, do something else. Come back to it when you're feeling better, mentally and physically, because you gotta take care of yourself. Health is really important. This game, like mulling over this game, is not worth it, right? Point two, when you're tilted, all right, and you still want to play, focus on yourself, right? Focus on yourself. Pay more attention to your champion. Pay more attention to what you're doing instead of going autopilot. And third point, trust me on this one. Trust me when I say this. If you think you're good at the game, and if you think you deserve a better rank, you will eventually reach it. You will eventually reach it. I think even though there's a lot of trolls, there's a lot of toxicity in the game. Even though there's a lot of players that are like, some games are just really unfun and non-qualitative to play. Eventually, if you are good, you will reach the rank you want to reach. So, you know, we have a lot of time, right? The season is like about 9 months. I know it's already like July, but hey, trust me on this one. You will get there. I believe in you. So that's all I have to say for this video. I wanted it to be a short video, but I guess it's 8 minutes long. So I'm not going to drag this any longer, and I hope you guys have a great day, a beautiful day, good luck in your games, and I'll see you in the next video. Thank you.